All right, we're getting ready to go live here. Let me turn my mic down a little bit. That was way too high. All right, so we are in Jenks, Oklahoma. This is Angrywood 4. We're getting ready to go live. We have knives going on today. Now, we are completely outdoors here. So some of our some of our cameras are going to be a little shaky. Light's going to be a little weird. We're going to do whatever we can. I do actually have to step right away. I got called in the first round of games. Lane, yeah. So, we're going to leave you up on lane number 7. We'll see if I can grab somebody to come in here and maybe do a little commentating. Of course, names and scores are not up yet. We are waiting for... I actually need to adjust. Looks like they messed with me a little bit. There we go. Now we're starting to get stuff up there. Some of my settings are a little off. All right. We're going to leave that. That's super shaky. Let's actually check out a different lane really quick. Go up over to lane number 9. I shouldn't have done that. We're just going to stay there. I'm going to step away. We'll be right back. And then we'll really get into some of this as soon as I go 0-1. All right, so it looks like that camera is not going to play nice with us today. Let's go take a look, and I'm going to see what all we have going on here. See what lanes I can pull up. Let's just take a look at lane number 5. See what we can see on 5. All right, lane 4. We're going to jump over to lane 4. We got Ben Fowler and John Price. Looks like we have tree branches that are getting in the way now. It is super windy today. I don't know if it's going to affect the knives as much as the axes. That's one of the big things that I haven't played with yet. I mean, then again, I haven't really thrown the... Oh, our camera feed went out. That's been happening a lot today, too. There we go. Now we're back. Like I said, we're outdoors here in Jenks, Oklahoma. This is Angrywood. Put on by Jason. We all know Jason. If you don't know Jason, meet Jason. He's the greatest guy in the world. But we're out here throwing at Angrywood. I'm saying the same things over again because I'm trying to catch my breath here. I just had my first match of the day. After setting up all the equipment today, had not taken any practice throws. It was not my proudest moment, but I am moving on to round 2. So, let's see who else we can move on. Looks like these guys are still throwing here, and these lanes have not been reversing for us. So, I'm going to try and keep an eye on that and switch our feeds as we're going. When we get to the finals, we're actually going to be in a different location. So I'm going to have to cut this stream off a little bit early, and I'll be breaking down a bit of my equipment, dragging it over to our amphitheater, and I'll get us set up there. We do have target cams on that lane, so we will be able to show just a little bit more. And I'm going to go check and see. I believe it's top 8 from today are going to be playing on that finals lane. Pulling up the Facebook page right now just to get an idea. We're trying to shoot like 12 lanes with only about 6 cameras. So if they're coming in at a weird angle, it's because we have multiple or single cameras covering multiple lanes. Lanes 3 and 4 do like to cut out on us as well. Lane 1 and 2, we had a cable break on us today, so we won't have that one up today. Hopefully that cable will be in on Saturday, and we'll be able to catch some of Hatchet as well as all of Duels on Sunday. If you don't know the schedule, today, Thursday, we are throwing knives. Tomorrow, we have our Big Axe tournament. Saturday will be the Hatchet. That is the $10,000 grand prize for first place. And then Sunday, we're going to be throwing Duels. Now, last year, Sunday, we had a tornado. I don't remember if it was a tornado watch, tornado warning, or if there was an actual tornado come through. But last year, Sunday did not happen. So, Duels did not happen last year. The weather is looking much nicer this year. So, we're really hopeful that we're going to be able to play everything. I'm checking through all my Facebook stuff because I've been running around with chicken like a chicken with my head cut off today. If you're watching, let us know where you're watching from. I'm going to try and figure out which lanes are currently active and where we can... Tornado warning. Okay, tornado showed up later in the day. I remember it was something because you were out here. You were the head judge last year, Ariana. Let's see if I can pull up lane 10. Lane 10. And of course, everything works great at home. Then they show up here, and all of my stuff is not working. So we're going to go turn off Big X names, Big X scoreboards, and I don't think I reset lane 10's browser yet. We can't actually... Lane 10. All right. Let's refresh that. Let's. All right. So, Where's Josh? Which lane's Josh on? Did I just switch away from him? Was he on 4? I'm fighting with some other issues here. Let's go back over to lane 4. There's Josh. All right, I'll keep Josh up for you, Kimmy. I have to go play with how to get the scoreboards working for any lanes that are higher than lane 9. I'm going to step away from the mic for just a second. I will be right back. All right, I'm back. I actually just figured out that we're not going to be able to show scoreboards on lanes 10, 11, and 12 because when we type in the lane number, it only allows for single digit. So I'm going to try and, for any of those matches that are going to be on lanes 10, 11, and 12, sorry, I got distracted because I need to swap the names down there. So any matches that are happening on lanes 10, 11, and 12, I am going to try and manually call out what the scores are. Now, that's going to be super difficult because I'm going to have to be going into those lanes and everything. But we'll see what we can do about it. I think the rest of the weekend we're going to have some more commentators in here. So when I do step away from 4 games, it will be a little bit easier to have somebody in here talking with everyone. Right now it's a little difficult because it's just chaos. It's the first day. I mean, this happens everywhere. So we'll see what we can do. If I stop talking, I'm listening to the announcements in the background because I'm still trying to figure out where I'm playing. So like I said, if I get quiet, that's why. Don't be alarmed. It's nothing's crazy going on. You're not missing any. Well, I say that, and then all of a sudden the camera goes out. I say you're not missing anything, and I looked up and the camera's gone. All right, it's back up for us. Oh my God. Looks like lane 3 is going to fight with us today. I'm going to go see if I can figure out what's going on with some of our other lanes. And try all right. We're going to bounce over to lanes 5 and 6 because I do have those cams up. So let's go take a look at lane 6 and see what we got going here. We have a really close match. going to try and zoom that in so that I can read the back of people's shirts. Make sure I have the names on the right side. Now, we're starting to get some of our video washed out quite a bit, and that is because we are outside. And it is getting towards the end of the night, and the sun is coming right down behind the throwers and hitting those white boards and really nice-looking targets from tartan axes. So, for a little while, we're going to have some of this washed out, and it's going to be super hard to see, especially the sponsors up top. So I will try and adjust as we're going along. All of this is on the fly, so we'll see what we can do. I'm also searching for power cables. Well. Guess I'm not using the laptop today. I forgot the power cord in the room. That's okay. I got my multiple browsers up here. We'll see what we can do here. Again, I'm Nick Hayes. I'm Axe and Dagger TV. We're coming to you from Angrywood. Angrywood for Loco, out here in Jenks, Oklahoma. This is brought to us by Jason Kearney in Gotwood. One of the premier events of the year. No matter if we are circuit point earning or anything, just always fun to be at. I say that I'm jealous. This is my first time being out here, so I've heard it's always fun to be at, and we're having a great time so far this year, even though it's only the first day. As you can see, it is quite windy out here. I don't know if that's going to affect the knives as much as axes. Talking about that a little bit earlier. I know axes, especially when you get the big axe and you're throwing big axe, much slower rotation, longer distance, and a lot more mass for that wind to push around. These knives actually seem to be cutting through it quite well. I didn't notice much of an issue when I was throwing on my first game of the day. Oh, I believe it. I'm just waiting for Tent City to fully come into swing right now. And I imagine after or midday tomorrow, it'll really start to pick up. I actually was missing the throws, Ariana. I don't even know what I was looking at. I need to get some water. Give me 1 sec. Gotta find my water. Yeah, so I'm super excited to see Tent City in full swing tomorrow. Of course, Big Axe is going to drive a lot of people in, and then a lot of people are coming in on Friday for the big tournament on Saturday, which is going to be our standard hatchet. Oh, I just heard Ella and Austin Bach called the lane 2, and I know that camera's down for us today. Really wish I could have pulled that one up. But we have some other good matches going. That was a great throw from Mac. Let me switch those lanes over. That's the wrong. There we go. Switch those lanes over because the app is not swapping sides for us today. I've seen it on the lanes and I'm seeing it in the scoreboards right now. That's not a big deal. We learn to work through it. But I have to keep on top of it so that we know who's throwing where and who's throwing what, who's got the scores. We do have sponsors on each lane for this tournament, and I'll try and call them out as we're going through, especially if it's later in the day like this, because we're on lane number 6 right now, which is sponsored by Tartan Axes. Tartan Axe boards. We actually use Tartan Axe boards back at Axe and Dagger in Lancaster, California, where I'm based out of. And they've been great boards for us. Not that others aren't just as good, but it's always hard to get our boards shipped out to California. So it is awesome when the suppliers work well with us. So definitely reach out to Jim at Tartan Axe Boards. and he will hook you up. I believe they do. I know they do poplar. I think they have cottonwood as well. Don't quote me on it. All right. Looks like we do have another game already coming up on lane number 6. This is Joe Flogger and Ryan Gustin. I'm going to go check and see where we're at with other stuff right now. Let's bounce over to lane number 9. Which, I say that, and go fix our scoreboards. That way we should be able to see what's going on here. I'm lost. I don't know what I'm looking for. Ah, there we go. Lane 9, refresh. There we go. Now we got the names up there. Of course, they're on the wrong sides already, so we're going to swap those over. We got Matthew Sir Cupcake Smith and Mike Philibom. Games are getting called like crazy. We got 12 lanes running here right now. So if I stop, it's because I'm trying to figure out which bracket's running on which lanes and who's throwing where. All right, so we got a close game here. We got 14-11. Mike Philibom is up. That's going to be throws number 4 and 5 in. Looks like a 3-point game. Oh, sorry about that. Score is just adjusted. We're a 9-point game. I'm sorry. I am totally looking at the wrong lane. We're going to swap over to the appropriate camera feed because I am not on it. Oh, of course. I forgot. Lane 9 has a canopy in the way. So we can see a little bit. I was really confused. The throws were not going along with the scores right there. They were taking practice throws. I had no idea what was going on. All right, so here we have Cupcake and Sir Cupcake and Mike Philibom. I'm assuming that they're on their second set of 5 right now. So going to be throws numbers 6, 7, and 8. Because we have lost them behind the canopy. That was a really close throw for that kill shot. Of course, lane 9 sponsored by the Riverwalk. The Riverwalk is where we are throwing from today. Move that camera up a little bit. Not that it's really going to help. That canopy, I can't make it go down. So the Riverwalk in Jenks. We are, as you can see, right here on the river. That is the river flowing right behind us. As far as I know, we haven't lost any knives in it yet this year. I don't know what happened in years past. Like I said, my first year out here. And I don't think anybody has lost a knife yet today, but I can't be certain about that. I haven't lost a knife. Let's say that. I haven't lost a knife today. I'm going to go take a look really quick and see how big our brackets are. Looks like 37 people in bracket 2 and 37 people in bracket 1. So we're looking at 74 people in the brackets here for knives. I'm getting called for another game, so I'm going to step away. We're going to have a little bit of background noise, but keep a good eye. That's actually... Oh, look, that's the lane I'm going to. Huh. right, we got back here on lane number 6. Actually, I need to go check, see how lane 7 and 8 are doing. Wow, I was on some other lanes right now. That sun is killer right through the middle of the target. We've got Thaddeus Shipley and Liam, the silent assassin, Eder. Looks like Thaddeus took that one. They're going to move to their next game. I'm now sitting in B bracket. What you need? All right. I've been asked to get music back running for us. Can't hear anything right now. Wow, that sun's moved a lot. When we'd switched over this lane, it was right in the middle of the bullseye. Now it's on the kill shots. Still a very close game. 1 point difference right now. Of course, my lanes are reversed. There we go. Now we got the names back on the proper sides. All right, so 7 point game. I believe we're at the 15-foot double rotation line now. There's a drop from Liam. He's going for the kill shot. Those are so close. But it looks like that was our last 2 throws. I'm going to go over here and try and see if I can pull up brackets, see who's playing where right now. I'm 1-1 right now.
Nice. Oh, yeah.
All right, so coming up on lane 6, we're going to have Bird the Butcher Durant and Teo Grasham. We're going to stay on this lane. Who's hot legs? That one's going over my head. I don't know. All right, so we got our throwers here now. We got Bird on the left, Teo on the right. Julian. Okay, I'm still not sure. I don't know why I really asked who it was, because not being out there with a lot of the people, I'm tucked back in a tent right now. I've got walls all the way around me, so I can't see anything. So I see pretty much the same thing you guys do. Keep our active lanes showing up here. That way I can see everybody playing right now. Well, I can see who's on which lanes right now. So let's see, I'm going to run down the lanes right now. Just read off who's throwing. We have Kat Weiderholt, Robert Young on lane 1. Lane 2, we have Tom Decker, John Price. Lane 3, Benjamin Fowler, Matt Meatball. Lane 5, we're going to have Thaddeus Shipley going up against Ryan Gibson. Lane 6, of course, we have that live up right now. We have Teo and Bird. Lane 7, we have Brian Hawk Holiday Rogers and Matthew Sir Cupcake Smith. Lane 8, Josiah Oppman, Dustin Knight. Lane 9, Tony Luce, Julian Hotlegs Beckworth. There's Hotlegs for you. Lane 10, we got Tristan Ledbury, Mark Thomas. Lane 11, we have Emma Ball, Vale Cook. And lane 12, we got Chris Dorito D'Onofrio, and Steven Sherman. So we're sitting here right now watching Teo and Bird. We have a 2-point match. Looks like we are moving back. He throws 6, 7, and 8, I assume. We're going to count them right now. I was wrong. Those were throws 9 and 10. Looks like Teo is going to take that one 29-27. We're going to take a practice throw going to our next game. All right, so we got a 4 drop, 4 drop. Bird's going to be up 4. Lanes, or throws 4 and 5 right now. Those ones all stuck. Perfect. I'll get that going right now. Oh, no, I'll get it right now. All right, I was a little worried we were losing one in the river there. That almost went right in between the tartan axe boards sign up there and the targets themselves. All right, we're going to see if we can bounce over to the other side. We're going to go check lane 8 and see if my camera has been blown out of position again. That's lane 10. I don't know how to count. Hey, lane 8. All right, those names are on the wrong sides, though. It always takes me a couple minutes to try and figure out who's throwing where. See if I got the names on the proper sides. One second as I step away for another second. All right, I just realized that my mic was still muted. I was trying to see if I could bounce far enough to actually see them throwing on lane 8, lane 7, because it's just outside of the command center or tent where I'm currently positioned. Well, my mic cable's not long enough. I was hoping to actually see one in person. That's not happening, though. All right. So we got Kyle, the Supreme Overlord Dermarant, and Mike Philibom. This is lane number 7, Toro Knives lane. Again, I'm listening for my name. I'm been told I'm the next matchup. I got Ryan Venser doing some great double duty. Sneaks back here, tells me I'm on deck. This camera is actually mounted on our command center tent pole, so that's why we're getting so much movement on it. Every so often somebody walks up and just like plays with the pole, sits there and turns my camera completely opposite directions. So if we lose the camera, that's most likely what happened. We'll try and sneak out there, fix it, and jump back into here. Looks like we got Sam reffing on that lane. Now, Mike Philibom is the 2021 world champ, so tall order right here for Kyle to be throwing against. And he is doing wonderful as it is. Let me put those names on the proper side so that way we actually see where everybody's at, see the right scores. Looks like Kyle is going to take this game. We're going to see which one they're on. This is their second game. Give me 45-34. We're going to game number 3. Taking this all the way. We're going to leave this one up. I am getting called to my next match. All right. Back here. I won't be leaving anytime soon. Next time I leave should be when we shut down this live stream and we move over to the finals lanes. I am out now, but had really good three game match. So right now we got Tyler Flynn throwing against Ron Crumpler. Looks like we had a nice sneak behind the boards there. I'm gonna go check the brackets. I don't know why, but it's already got Ron as winning this game in the system. Yeah, it's got him winning already, but that might just be a mistake that I'm seeing. All right, so after the first three knives, we have Ron Crumpler. Oh, wait. Scores are adjusting. 15-13. Ron Crumpler is down 2. So Tyler is up. We're going to our throws number 4 and 5. That looks straight in the bullseye for both of them. And mind you, I'm looking at the same camera feed you are. We'll see what it's called. That was a 6-6 and a, I think, 5-4 for Ron. Swap sides, move him back. Ooh. Drops always hurt, but it's so hard moving back on to that double rotation line. Switch those names back over to the proper sides for us. We got Tyler Flynn, 41, Ron Crumpler, 28. Got 2 more throws in this game. I'm going to go down and check out the brackets really quick. See where we're at, because I'm going to need to start moving. After a couple matches here, we're going to move down to our amphitheater lanes for our live streamed finals. We're actually going to move after this game's done. After this game's, actually, they just completed. So we're going to break off for right now. We're going to move down to our finals lane. I'm going to get the live stream set back up there. I think right now we're expecting finals around 8 p.m. All right, we're going to sign off for right now. We're going to move down to our live stream lane. You can catch us back over there in about 90 minutes is my guess. I just have to move my whole computer setup down there. So we'll catch you back here shortly from Jenks, Oklahoma at Angrywood 4.